Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that everyone is doing amazing today. So I've just come to do a quick video, as I always say. And this video is just a few tips on things to do in self-isolation. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And I know that we've got to stay in our houses if we can, and we've got to take care of ourselves. So I'm just going to give a few tips that may help you or they may help someone else. So if you think this would help someone else, do send this video on to them. So I'm going to just get it started. I've got 5 tips today. The first tip is habits. Create a new habit. I know I've got some bad habits. One of my bad habits are my organizational skills and just being prepared and ready for things. So in this time of self-isolation, where I will be possibly starting to work from home next week or so, I'm going to use that time to be more organized and build my time better. And this morning I went to church online, so I'll watch my church service online. And I know it might sound silly, but I just made sure that I was ready. Service started at 10:30, and I just made sure I was there on time for when the service started, even though it was online. But I guess you just have to start in small ways to create a habit, because if it works in one aspect of your life, it's going to work in another aspect of your life. And I want to work on my spiritual habits as well. Like for me, I'm a Christian, so I want to strengthen my relationship with God. So this is the time I plan to do it. I know it's not an excuse, but I feel like sometimes with everyday life, being at work, being back and forth constantly, you just don't stop and do the things that you would want to do. So I'm going to use this time to strengthen my relationship with God and just work on my spiritual practices. It could be praying and reading the Bible, watching sermons online, even worshiping as well. So I do want to kind of do the work spiritually and strengthen myself in that way and create a habit that way. So when all this is over, I'm going to continue to implement those habits in my life. I know it's something that I could have done a long time ago, but I do feel like I'm sitting still. I'm going to use this time to work on the things that I didn't work on or didn't put as much work on when I was busy, So I would say definitely, if you can, create a habit. It could be anything. Everything is personal to you, so create a habit that you know is going to work for you. The next thing that you could do, which I've been doing, is decluttering. For weeks, for months, for a long time, I've been saying that I'm going to declutter. I'm going to get rid of things out of my wardrobe, going to get rid of things out of the drawers, and I haven't done it because I go to work all week and then I come home on the weekend and I'll probably do my YouTube, and then I'm knackered, I'm tired, or I just think, I just put it off for another day. It's getting brighter outside, it's spring, so I think there's no perfect time than to start decluttering whilst you're self-isolating, whilst you're in the house. And for me, decluttering is like a fresh start, so getting rid of all the junk and all the old things, so when things change and when things get better, you can start putting some new things in the spaces that you have clear, the spaces that you now have in your life. You start adding new things because you've decluttered. So that's another thing I would say that you could do whilst you're in self-isolation. The next thing is hobbies and creating. There's so many hobbies that you could take up. There's so many things online that you could do. You can just create. Oh my God, I've wanted to do a mood board at the start of this year. Has sis done a mood board? No, she hasn't. So I'm going to create a mood board for myself, and I kind of have so many goals that I want to I just want to go so head on with this year. So I think it's the perfect opportunity and the perfect time for me to create a mood board, and it's the perfect time for you to create a mood board if you wanted to. There's so many things though that you can create. I know some people love doing DIY, so if you're wanting to like recover your chairs, or you're wanting to frame pictures or paint, whatever it is that you want to create or whatever you want to take up as a hobby, now is the best time to do it whilst you are at home. And I know having a hobby sometimes is so good. It just clears your mind and it takes your mind off all other worries. So I'm definitely going to take up a few hobbies. I think it's just a great way to spend your time whilst you aren't able to go out as much. I have been cooking a lot recently. I've been going on my favourite Instagram like chefs and stuff, and I've been just recreating meals. So if cooking is something you're interested in, now is the time to create those nice meals that you've seen online, or something that you've just always wanted to try, or something you want to get better at. To be honest, cooking just felt like a chore before because I was so busy. I was always at work. I just felt busy all the time. But now I just feel like I've been cooking, and I've been cooking meals and then using those meals to create other meals. And I've done pretty well. Yesterday I did loaded nachos, made the salsa myself, and then I made drumsticks. I did my own at home oven jerk chicken, and I used some of the drumsticks from that meal to add on to my loaded nachos. So I did loaded nachos with jerk chicken and did cheese on top of it, and it was yummy. So definitely guys, start taking up little hobbies and just do things that you enjoy. It doesn't have to be intense. It doesn't have to become a career. Just take up a hobby that's going to help you to clear your mind and just enjoy your time whilst you're in the house. The other thing which I always talk about, and which is my absolute favorite thing, is self-care. This is really important because I feel like this is going to help you through this time. Some of us won't be able to go and get our eyebrows done, our nails done, our hair done, but you can do little things that help you to feel nice. I know my nails right now, they're not as bad. My hair needs doing, I need a wax. My eyebrows, I've done pretty well today to conceal them, but these bad boys are so big right now. But it's just little things like that that's made me so happy to be able to just do that and get myself ready in the house today. But yeah, self-care is so important right now. So we don't know how long we're going to be in the house for the foreseeable future. If it's at least once a week, do a face mask, do your skincare. In the habits as well, wake up and possibly do your skincare every morning. That ties into a new habit, and that also ties in to your self-care. So I definitely say you can do all sorts for self-care. If self-care means giving yourself like a digital detox day whilst you're in the house, that's fine also. If that means drinking more water, stay more hydrated whilst you're in the house, you can do that. One thing I would definitely say a part of my self-care is making sure I take my vitamins every day. That is also a habit, but also a part of my self-care, because I know that that's going to help me and it's going to boost my immune system, and that's something that we definitely need to be staying on top of right now. But I'd say your self-care can be anything that makes you feel replenished, makes you feel beautiful, makes you feel stronger. So if it's reading a book, there's so many things that you can do. I've got a foot mask that I need to do because when we're back out, guys, my feet are going to be road ready and I need to make sure I'm ready to show my toes. So I'm going to be doing foot masks for my self-care. I'm going to try to take care of my skin a bit more because I have been having like hormonal breakouts recently, and definitely I'll be trying to stay hydrated because I haven't been doing that. Everything that I'm telling you are things that I'm going to be practicing as well, so we can all do it together. Leave messages below and let me know how things are going for you in self-isolation and what self-care tips you've got, because I need some as well as me giving them. The final thing I'm going to say is connect. I know it can be a bit of a tough time to connect with people right now, because I know a lot of people might go through anxiety and a lot of people might be overwhelmed by this, but don't, it's a cliche, I'm going to say don't isolate yourself, but in isolation, try to stay connected. Contact people that you have in your life that are supportive, and people that you know are going to be there for you. If you live alone, try to have at least one person that is checking in on you. And if you have someone that you know that live alone, try to be that person, if you can be that support system, because we're not all equipped to be support systems for people. If you can be that person, please connect with them, or if you know someone who knows them, try to get them to reach out to that person as well, just to check in and make sure everyone is doing well at the moment. Yesterday I cooked on FaceTime with my friends, so I prepared my nachos, but I did that on FaceTime whilst I was just connecting. So now is the time to connect with people. You've got FaceTime, you've got social media, and if you are struggling and you need further advice, if you're feeling quite low, I'm going to leave a number down below that you can contact, and just let someone know that you're doing okay. Let someone know that you're doing okay. This is the end of the video, guys. I hope you are all doing well. Just look after yourselves. If you can, stay in. If you haven't got work or anything, please stay in and just look after yourself and look after the people around you. Bye.